ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਅਸੁਨ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਉਮਾਹੜਾ, ਕਿਉ ਮਿਲੀਐ ਹਰ ਜਾਏ। ਮਨ ਤਨ ਪਿਆਸ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਘਣੀ, ਕੋਈ ਆਣ ਮਿਲਾਵੈ ਮਾਏ। ਸੰਤ ਸਹਾਈ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਕੇ, ਹਉ ਤਿਨ ਕੈ ਲਾਗਾ ਪਾਏ। ਵਿਣ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਕਿਉ ਸੁਖ ਪਾਈਐ, ਦੂਜੀ ਨਾਹੀ ਜਾਏ। ਜਿਨੀ ਚਾਖਿਆ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਰਸ, ਸੇ ਤ੍ਰਿਪਤ ਰਹੇ ਆਗਾਏ। ਆਪ ਤਿਆਗ ਬਿਨਤੀ ਕਰਹਿ, ਲੇਹੁ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਲੜ ਲਾਏ। ਜੋ ਹਰ ਕੰਤ ਮਿਲਾਈਆ, ਸੇ ਵਿਛੜ ਕਤਹਿ ਨ ਜਾਏ। ਪ੍ਰਭ ਵਿਣ ਦੂਜਾ ਕੋ ਨਹੀਂ, ਨਾਨਕ ਹਰ ਸਰਨਾਏ। ਅਸੂ ਸੁਖੀ ਵਸੰਦੀਆ, ਜਿਨਾ ਮਿਆ ਹਰ ਰਾਏ। ਅਸੁਨ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਉਮਾਹੜਾ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। Guru Premio, we are now within the month of Asu, and Gursikhan ਦੀ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਪੁਰਾਤਨ ਰੀਤ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਆਰੰਭ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਮਹੀਨਾ ਦਾ ਫਲਾ ਉਪਦੇਸ਼ ਆ, that listening to the teachings of the month is part of a Gursikhi name. It's part of a Gursikhi routine that we all try to embed those teachings that our Guru Sahib are giving to us as Gurmat. Because what happens is, as we're living our lives, because of external influences with people that are operating with their own mat, jisnu apa keh dene hain man mat, meaning following the understanding whatever their mind convinces them is right or wrong, they exert influences on us. But we always recenter ourselves, because a Gurmukh means jire mukh rakhde apne Guru wal, meaning they are Guru centered. So they always come back to Guru Sahib, listening to his Bani, listening to the translations. Then when those translations go inside, they want to sing out in Kirtan. They want to stay in consistent remembrance of Guru Sahib. Now in this month, Apa Sunange, that Prem Shabd is used over and over again. We're going to try to understand it, that what Guru Maharaj Ji is stressing, and how we can gain more prem for Guru Sahib and the instructions that he gives us in this month.
Asun prem umahada.
So within Asun, now Asun means the same as Asu, but Kebari Maharaj Ji thoda ja shabd badal dinde hai, because it takes on a different meaning. Because why are we here? There's a pankti that comes within Guru Granth Sahib Ji that says, Ayo sunan padan ko bani, that you have come within this world to listen and read Guru Ji's words. So, Ada Ayo Sun, come and listen to Guru Maharaj Ji's words, and you will realize what Anhad Sun, another translation comes, that when you listen to Guru Maharaj Ji's words, though you'll hear the Anhad current of Maharaj Ji's Naam that's coming through his word. It'll come and touch you. And once it pierces you, then when the word of God pierces you, ek prem laguga. There used to be known, I had heard in school, there was Cupid that used to shoot arrows, and then when it would hit the person would automatically fall in love. Now we don't believe in that, but we believe that Guru Maharaj Ji shoots out arrows of love. That when they pierce you, which is Maharaj Ji's words, when the word of Paramatma comes as an arrow and it pierces through our ears into our heart, then love starts to swell up inside of us. And then what happens? Prem umahada. Umahada means excitement. And excitement from that love starts to come up. And we want to know what to do with that love. That love starts to come up, and then we ask a question. A Jagyasu asks a question. Jagasu means jire jagandi asa. The one we want to wake up. We realize we've been falling asleep in slumber in Maya. We want to wake up. So they ask this question.
क्यों मिलिए हर जाए
that किस तरह, how, in what way can we go jai miliye? How can we go and meet our Lord husband? ਇਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਜਾਗ ਕੇ, an excitement comes inside of us that we can go. Now, if somebody said to us that define prem, Baba Teja Singh has said that pare main, that when you remove pare, you remove your home mein, then you find the divine love of Paramatma sitting always inside of you. There was Narad Muni, what he taught through Te Prahlad, he said, Anarvachaniyam Prem Svarupam. He said that Anarvachani, it's inexpressible to properly explain what this thing is that we call love. But we do know this, that love, when it's experienced, it changes us, it changes the behavior, the way we talk, how our body moves. It is felt. Muku swad na vat. Jis tarah gunga hunda, a person who's a mute, a person can't explain that how sugar tastes on their mouth. That's how a person becomes when they feel love for Paramatma. That there is love that we say we have, but the actual love that we talk about within Gurbani is the one that we want to feel. We feel little bits, and it's because God has blessed us with it. It's come into our hearts. It's because of gratitude, our mind opening to what God is doing for us by listening to Sakya, also spending time with Karni Wale Gursik. Those people that do kamai, that have nischa, that have complete faith, also that brings about love inside of us.
Man tan pyas darshan kani.
Ek the man is yearning for Paramatma, pyasa, Paramatma vaste. The second is tan. What is the tan expressing? The tan is expressing things. 9 nishaniya you'll see. 9 things you'll see amongst these people that really earnestly want to get to Paramatma. And what is that? One is ek thanda saal lende, aha sardo, rang jardo. Their face starts to go pale. Rang jado chasham tar, akhan cho pani vagda rehanda. They can't help it. You mentioned Guru Sahib, akhan cho pani aun lag janda ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਪਿਆਸ ਅੰਦਰ ਵਧੀ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਪ੍ਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਾਂ. That I'm tired of this life. I want to get closer to Paramatma. They come guftano. They come meaning thoda. Guftano bol there. You talk to them, they say something. They'll respond to you, but that's it. They won't say much. Come guftano, come khurdano. Meaning just like a vehicle, they consider their body a vehicle to keep it going. They'll eat a little bit, but that's it. And then khwabish haram. That ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਨੀਂਦ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, when they sleep, ਬਹੁਤ ਥੋੜੀ ਸੌਂਦੇ ਆ. Because intizari, they keep waiting for Paramatma to come to them. Bekarari, their restlessness is too much for them. But dast sar, and they sit like this, holding their head up. Right? ਇਹ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੀਆਂ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ.
ਮਨ ਤਨ ਪਿਆਸ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਕਣੀ.
That just like Bhai Nand Lal, ਉਹਦੇ ਮਨ, his mind and body were expressing a pyas to unite with Paramatma a lot. Kani means a lot.
ਕੋਈ ਆਣ ਮਿਲਾਵੇ ਮਾਏ.
And his pukar was that somehow, some way, my, in a motherly way, that koi bhai ਹਾਰਸਿਓਂ ਦੇਵੈ ਜੋਰ, that Paramatma ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਜਨ ਭੇਜੋ that can unite me with you. In the same way, my here means ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਭਾਈ ਕਹਿ ਦਿਓ, ਕੋਈ ਆਣ ਮਿਲਾਵੇ, that take me and go and unite me with Guru Maharaj Ji.
ਸੰਤ ਸਹਾਈ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਕੇ.
When Guru Arjan Dev Ji was sent by Guru Ram Das Ji to Lahore because of a relative's wedding, and he was told to stay there until a letter would come from Guru Ram Das Ji or Maharaj Ji would send a Sevadar to unite him. It's a long story, but after a long time when Guru Maharaj Ji would write out 2 letters, and Prithi Chand would interrupt those letters and not let them come to Guru Maharaj Ji, Guru Ram Das Ji. And then after, when Maharaj Ji would realize this, Guru Ram Das Ji send Gursikhs by Gurdas Ji and Baba Buddha Ji. Then Maharaj Ji would recite, Bhag hua gur sant milaya, prabh abnasi kar mein paya. That I'm so fortunate that Guru Maharaj Ji has united me with who? The saints. Because Sant Sahai Prem Ke. The saints are those people that have God's name imbued inside of them, and what they do is they take you and unite you with Paramatma. And Baba Gurbachan Singh has said in Sri Gurmat Prakash, Prem Guru Kar mein Pradhana. Within this Guru Kar, it's Prem of Paramatma. That's what is the Pradhan, which is the presiding quality that we try to gain. And that Prem is what's going to take you and unite you with Paramatma. There's a Gursikh of Guru Gobind Singh Ji who wrote a Granth. It's called Prem Ang Bodh. Prem Ang Bodh, his name is Hardas. He was a Kavi. Maharaj Ji had a lot of Kavis. And out of one of the Kavis, his name is Hardas. And he says, Main chaho likho prem ki baat. He starts his Granth. He wrote his own book, what I mean a Granth. And he wrote his own book, and he wrote it called a Prem Ang Bodh. That I want to teach Gursikhs about Prem. But he says, Main to bahut aukha lagda. I find it very hard. Why? Ansu char kagad kar jaat. He says, Main akhan cho pani chalna lag janda. That I want Gursikhs to feel Prem, and I talk about Prem. But every time I start writing, that jiri shahi hundi hai, the ink that I'm trying to write, my water starts to fall from my eyes, and shahi bhi blurry ho jandi hai, meaning the ink starts to spread. Lekin mainu bahut aukha lagda. But when he finally starts, and he starts writing about Prem, he says, Jahan Prem ke hai byohari. He says that I can tell you this one thing, that any place where Prem is being exchanged, that somebody is giving their attention, they're giving it to their Guru Sahib in exchange for the Prem of Guru Sahib, then what do I say to them? Dhan veh des. First of all, that place is blessed. And Purkh veh nari, that Purkh, if that person is like Bhai Jodh, who took Guru Angad Dev Ji and united him to Guru Nanak Dev Ji, then Tan is that Purkh. And if it's Bibi Amaro that united Guru Amar Das Ji to Guru Angad Dev Ji, then Tan O Nariya. Blessed is that woman that unites that person to their Guru Sahib. What the world does is they try to unite them with themselves. So Sant Sai Prem Ke, that the saints are forever helpful in assisting Gursikhs on giving them more Prem and uniting them with Paramatma. And just like Bhai Nandlal saw that Gursikh Sevak sent by Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and what did he do? After he was in disbelief, and the second thing is he fell at the person's feet. Ho tin kya laga pai. Unna de पैरां ते जाके लगदे आ that thank you. I'm पैरी हत्थ ला लैंदे आ that धन्ना तुसी, that तुसी सिक्खी कमाउने आ, and you also are uniting me and helping me get to Paramatma. Unna de मन च इन्नी शरधा हुंदी आ.
Vin prabh kyo sukh paiye.
But when you look at the world, everybody's looking for sukh. They're looking for peace. But how can you find peace without Paramatma? Sukh othe nahi. There is no sukh in finding it through television and shows. And boh des kamai. There is no sukh by looking for sukh by going to different lands and trying to make money. But sarva sukha har gun gai. All the peace that people that are looking for is going to be obtained by singing the praises of Paramatma over and over again. kyun sukh paiye? So without Paramatma, how will they find peace? The answer is they won't find peace without Paramatma.
Duji nahi jai.
And there is no other place that they can turn to. And when Gursikhs say that Prem tonu miluga, by coming to Prem Guru Kar Main Pradhana Pe Guru Kar Jana Pena, going into Guru Maharji's Sharan, listening to Guru Maharji's Sakhiyan, Sun Sakhi Man Jap Pyar, listening to Sakhiyan of our Guru Sahibs, of our Bhagats, and then Fir Japna Paramatma, the Naam Pyar De Naal, ਇਹ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਰ ਦੂਜੀ ਨਾ ਹੀ ਜਾਏ ਹੋਰ ਕੋਈ ਥਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ
ਜਿਨੀ ਝਾਖਿਆ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਰਸ
and those people that have tasted prem ras there's a sakhi of Guru Ram Das ji one time he was sent into the court of Akbar who was the king at that time and when they called upon Guru Amar Das ji to come to the court of Akbar he sent Guru Ram Das ji, but Guru Ram Das ji with his both hand folded says, Sache Pasha, main koi vidya nahi padhi, that I have no understanding. What am I going to say to them when they ask me questions about our dharm? He said that look right and mera dhyan tari, and when what will happen is sari jiri vidya duniya di, all the vidya of the world will be standing next to you and it will come within inside of you and you will respond and as a vessel God will speak through you. And when Guru Amar Das ji said this, whatever Guru Ram Das ji said, nobody could give a response to, meaning that sare nu niruttar kar ditta, that everybody was quiet and fir tasalli vi ho gayi si Akbar di that ode man de vich shraddha vi jaag piya si that main ja ke Guru Amar Das ji de darshan kara tan tan Sri Guru Ram Das Sache Paatshah. And when he was returning back, Maharji had one Rajtapan, which you could say is like a rupai, and he gave it over in a market to get a mango. And he picked one of the nicest mangoes because now he was returning to Guru Amar Das ji. And when he was going to come back, he said that I should have a peta that brings something back for Guru Ram Das ji. But now it was a hot day and it was so ripe that the juices started to flow out and he knew it was going to get wrecked. So he became sad inside that it's not going to reach where to Guru Maharji's Sharan. So unhe Guru Maharji da dhyan tarke Maharji vallo shakli, meaning that he ate it on behalf of Guru Amar Das ji, thinking of Guru Amar Das ji. Now on the other end, everybody notices that Maharji ras chakreya. Chak means tasting. Ras chakreya. And what ras was Maharji tasting was the prem that Guru Ram Das ji was doing. All it was prem. Now you can bring anything into Maharji's darbar. It could be a flower, it could be money. What Maharji sees behind it is your love. He looks and sees your love behind it. And what was Maharji tasting at that point? The Gursikh Sangat saw Guru Maharji and they saw that Guru Amar Das ji kuch chakreya, that Maharji's tasting something. And it was the prem, or you could say through the mango that Guru Ram Das ji was eating, it was reaching Guru Amar Das ji. Now can you believe it? Sade vasse ki sikhya? That Maharji da dhyan taro, and if you want to offer any fruit, that Maharji nu offer karo, and if you think of Guru Maharji and you're eating it, it'll be received by our Guru Sahib. So Jinni Chakya Prem Ras, that those people that have tasted the flavor of Prem, what happens for them?
Se tripat rahe agaye.
They tripit, their thirst is quenched, and rahe agai, their hunger subsides. That they don't have hunger within this life or in the afterlife because they've received everything. Jao lo an ras bas. But until, Bhai Gurdas ji says, until you're being controlled by tastes of the world, you'll never taste prem ras. Jo lo an ras bas, to lo nahi prem ras. Until then you will not have prem ras. Then Guru Maharji also explains that ehe ras chhade, if you leave this ras, oho ras ava. Then that ras of prem ras will come inside of you. If you leave that ras of the world, then prem ras will come inside of you. If you have ras of listening to songs of worldly geet, then you will not feel the ras of prem Paramatma. So you have to leave that ras in order to receive the ras of Paramatma. Oh ras piya, when you taste the prem ras of Paramatma, then what will happen? Then oh rasa nahi pava, that the other ras of the world, then it will never look pleasing to you. Once you leave that, you taste Guru Maharaj's prem ras, then you'll never go back to the other ras again. Whether it's Kam ras, Krodh ras, jo vi duniya de vich taran de ras hai, lots of types, all of it you'll leave it. And then when you taste what God gives you, then that taste will not leave you, and you will forever be an ashik, a premi, a Paramatma.
आप त्याग बिनती करੈ
But हर एक महीने ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਾਰ ਜੀ ਇੱਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਦੇਖੋ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਪੌੜੀ ਪੜੋਗੇ 12 ਮਾਹ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ you'll get this one ਬੇਨਤੀ. He says for this month, this is your pukar. This is your pukar. You heard about Prem Ras. You've heard about Gur Sikhi Prem that was in Gur Sikhs and Guru Sahib when they were doing seva of the other Guru Sahib, such as Guru Ramdas Ji was doing seva of Guru Amar Das Ji. You heard about that. But hun tode vaste ki banuga? We're not at that stage perhaps. Maybe we are. But when Maharaj says within this month, then I say to you that apnat shaddo. Apnat means I, me, mine. Leaving that I can do it. Don't worry, I can take care of this. Leave that ego behind. That aap tyag. Leave that behind and binti kare. Do a benti like this. And this is the benti of this month.
लेहो प्रभु लड़ लाए
That leho prabhu ladalai. Dekh ten lalle. If you just want to memorize this much, out of this Asuda Mahina, if you are a Jagyasu and you want to wake up from this Maya sleep, then Lehu Prabhu Ladalai, the Paramatma apne Shabad Lad, meaning with your Gurbani Ladalai, that attach me to your robe, which is Gurbani. That may I forever be attached to this Gurbani.
जो हर कंत मिलाइया
That anybody, such as those saints, such as Bhai Gurdas Ji, Baba Buddha Ji, they unite me with my husband, Lord.
से बिछुड़ कतह न जाए
Marji promises once you meet him, will you have to go through the 84 lakh again? Bhagat Kabir Ji asked this question. He says, Kimba hoy? That Marji, now that I've met you, that I'm one with you, that I've embraced you, will I be ever separated again? Because I don't want to go through this again. I don't want to go through the 84 lakh ever again. Then Maharaj said, Hausla rakh Bhagat Kabir Ji, mahoye mat hovonge. You'll never have to go through it again. You are one with me forever.
प्रभ बिन दूजा को नहीं
Prabh bin duja ko nahi, that Paramatma, aside from you there is nobody else. That ast ek digar kui, ek tui. That Paramatma, digar means anybody else. Is there anybody else in this world that can provide this love of Paramatma for all the sukh that Paramatma gives? That no, Prabh bin duja ko nahi. ਹੋਰ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੂਜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਦੇਵੀ ਦੇਵਤਾ ਲੈ ਲਓ ਕੋਈ ਰਾਜਾ ਲੈ ਲਓ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਲੈ ਲਓ friend ਲੈ ਲਓ ਇਸ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੁਨਿਆਵੀ friend ਕਹਿ ਦਿਓ none of them will be a sahayak. There's only Paramatma that you should aim as your goal to get to.
नानक हर सरणाए
That Guru Arjan Dev Ji, using the Nanak Pad, that as the fifth form of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, says, come into Maharaj's Sharanai now. Come into the sanctuary of Paramatma. Surrender your mind over to Paramatma when you matha take. Give your mind over and sing Paramatma's Geet.
असु सुखी वसंदिया
Within this month of Asu, those Jagyasu, those people that aspire to be awakened and receive the peace, the ultimate peace of being united with Paramatma, Sukhi Vasandhya, they reside in peace. Jina Maya Har Rai, that those people that have received the nadar of Paramatma. Dekho, Bhai Nandlal nu bhi ohi nadar mili from Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Nanak, Nadri is the person who gives the nadar. Nadar means the glance. Nihal is the state the Gursikh experiences that is above all the pains of the world. They've gone into such an illumination in their body that they cannot express it in any words except saying Nihal. So they say, when we say Bole, so Nihal, that those people that feel like they're in this state, that tusi bolo or bolo, so you can become Nihal. That what do you say? Sat Sri Akal. That Paramatma is the timeless. He is the complete truth that we need to unite to. So, is meene de dware prem Maharji is stressed. How do you get prem? Maharji said that Sangat, doing Sangat with Gursikhs, sitting in Sad Sangat. Sad Sangat bina pao nahi upajai. Without Sangat, this love cannot come about. Do Sangat within this month. Sit in Maharji's saran. Surrender your mind. And pa bin bhagat na hui teri. When a wedding party comes, imagine if there is no groom and it's just a wedding party come. It makes no sense. Think of that as your bhakti. The wedding party is like the bhakti, and the lada, the groom, is love. You need love in your bhakti. That's why it's called Pai Bhakti. The prema bhakti, the calling out to Paramatma, you have to have love. So work towards those things that create a greater love, and leaving other things that we place a lot of love in this world that will not aid us in the afterlife. So Pulchuk Khima Karni, while speaking I made a lot of mistakes. Forgive me. And फिर आप पंक्तियां पढ़ के समाप्ति जी.
प्रभ बिन दूजा को नहीं नानक
हर सरनाए असु सुखी वसंदिया जिना मैं हर राय. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह.